Welcome back to the Ed Show. The House health care bill, I don't think it's good enough. I had Chairman George Miller and even progressive fighter Alan Grayson try to talk me into it last night on this program. I'm not there yet. But I think the weakened public option is designed to fail. That's one of the reasons why I don't like it. Negotiated rates could make the public option even more expensive in some states. Speaker Nancy Pelosi says this bill is just a first step. Well, if we fail on the first step, we'll never get a second one, and who knows what's going to happen in a year from now and in 2012. The Republicans will strip any reform we do right out of it, and we won't have anything, no matter what we pass, if they get back in the majority. Joining me now is Ohio Congressman and former presidential candidate Dennis Kucinich. Congressman, good to have you with us tonight.
Thank you, Ed.
I want to know why your amendment on single payer was stripped out and we're not going to get a vote on that in the House. What's happening?
Well, we're fighting to get it back in. I have the support of John Conyers, Lynn Woolsey, Neil Abercrombie, and other leaders who are saying put that back in, because that's the one hope that consumers have, that we'll be able to discipline the insurance companies, because as long as there's the threat of a state single-payer plan germinating, the insurance companies have to be careful about how they price their premiums in any given state, which is why we have to do everything we can to protect that state single-payer option.
Well, the other thing about that is it kind of tells me that they want that crowd to go be quiet and it's over with, you're not going to get it. I mean, to not allow a vote on it, to me, sends a message, you got to be quiet on this because we're moving forward and this is the way it is, which is exclusion, which we've seen from day one. Now, you've got 7 members that have signed on to this. John Conyers, he's a great guy to have on your side. How confident that you're going to get this back in and get a vote on it and the publicity to follow?
Well, we'll know by Monday, because we're trying to get it back in the manager's amendment. Remember, this passed in the Education and Labor Committee, and I think that we need the support of the American people to say, look, you need that state single-payer amendment in the bill to make it credible. I mean, what are people giving up already? They're being mandated to buy private insurance. If you read the bill, the people are going to end up paying, the insurance companies can raise rates 25% right off the bat, if you read the language of the bill. I'm looking at how people are penalized.
Say that again, Congressman. Congressman, hold it right there. Say that one more time. I want our audience to really consume that tonight.
I have it right here, Ed. It's on page 22 of the bill, right here. It says that the rates shall be set at a level that does not exceed 125% of the prevailing standard rate for comparable coverage in the individual market. Now, it's very easy to understand what that means.
That's not reform.
It means it's a 25% increase. They'll have the ability to execute. And since insurance companies have already raised rates for the last 4 years by double digits, we can expect, based on the bill, another rate increase by the insurance companies. This bill has a lot of problems, and I think that when you see that it gives the insurance company not just an ability to raise rates, but people are mandated to buy insurance. If only 11 million people may have access to the public plan, that means that everyone else is going to have to buy private insurance and be subjected to increases in premiums, co-pays, and deductibles. There might be a cap on the amount of money that goes out, but those co-pays, deductibles, and premiums are what are just killing the American people.
So this is a whole bunch of money going to the insurance industry that has been fighting reform all along. And this is really a sellout in the early years to the insurance industry. I don't care, and it doesn't cover enough people in the public option, in my opinion.
Maybe instead of a sellout, it's a bailout. Maybe what we're looking at here is another way that Wall Street's speculative engine can be fueled, this time with the help of the premiums of tens of millions of Americans.
How's the base going to respond to this, Congressman? Do you think more Democrats are going to revolt on this?
Well, I don't know if we could say that we revolt, but people need to know that this bill has a lot of defects, and that one of the things that would make it possible to believe that we won something is if they put the Kucinich Amendment back in for state single-payer, so that people would at least have the option of breaking free from the insurance companies if their rate-making practices and their co-pays and deductibles are confiscatory. I mean, we have to regain control here. Otherwise, what do we have? We have the insurance companies calling this show, Ed, the insurance companies are the problem. They're not the solution. And to have a bill that puts them as the solution, I think, is a step in the wrong direction.
No doubt about it. Congressman, I'm with you on this 100%, and thanks for speaking up. I don't think the American people, once they read the 1,900 pages, are going to like this, and I think they're going to want more. Thanks, Dennis. Appreciate your time.